Alright, so you're at the end of the day and you're finished doing your troweling, your mudding, and you have these tools that are covered in mud. What do you do with them? Clean them. Make sure you clean them. Very, very important to do this. If you don't, the mortar could harden, and then basically you got cement on your tools and it's not easy to get off. Sometimes you even have to throw them away. So you'll have a bucket. Usually you'll end up having some leftover mortar in there. So you want to scrape this out with your trowel, put it into, I usually use like a piece of cardboard or a garbage bag, something that'll hold, let it dry, and then throw it out later. So you want to take your bucket, first of all though, before you even take anything out, take your tools, they're all covered in mud here, and you just scrape them off into the bucket as much as you can. Obviously you can't get it all, but we'll get into cleaning in a sec. So you have like your mixer, it's covered. One thing I recommend too, after you're done with the mixer, every time you're done, just put it in a bucket of water, let it sit in there. And then when you take it out, reuse it. If you're mixing more, and then put it back in the water again. Then when you come to clean it, it's a breeze, because this dries pretty quick, and it'll dry in here, and that is hard to get in those cracks when it's hardened. Now I also want to show you what happens if you have a tile that, say, you put down and realized it wasn't the right size, didn't like it, it shifted wrong or something. You pull it up and now it's got some mud. If it's covered in mud, has a section, whatever, you can reuse it. Just make sure you clean it before it dries up, because the same thing, it'll turn into mortar and then it's pretty much useless. So you just want to take, real simple, take your water, take the tub, make sure it's a dirty tub, don't use a clean one, and just brush it off as best you can. Take your rag and scrape it off, and then when you're done, you'll be back to basically a brand new tile. And that's all it is to getting that tile back to new again. You clean the front, and then now it's ready to go in for your tools. Same idea, just take 6-in-1 tool, let it all clean. Once it's decently clean, just get your rag and wipe it off. Now you gotta be careful, there's sharp corners and you can catch your hand sometimes on, the rag will catch, but just clean it off. If you have any sort of a scrub type tool, that works as well, especially if you did leave it sit because you get into tiling so much and you forget about the fact I gotta clean my tools. You want to get a scrub brush and get into those tight corners, because spaces like in here, if it's dried at all, it'll be very hard to get in and to get that mortar out of there. So that scrub brush will just get inside. Works really, really well. You can buy them at like a dollar store or something like that, just a cheapo one you don't have to worry about. And that's all there is to it. So remember, clean your tools. Very important.